Some players run towards the spotlight. Some players keep working until it finds them. Jaden Thomas didn't chase attention; he earned it. He had a program record 12 touchdowns as a freshman, team high 72 yards rushing in the LA Bowl, and now he's the face of the UNLV backfield and has big plans for 2025. Excited today to sit down with one of the most explosive running backs in the Mountain West, Jet Thomas. Welcome, man.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
I will ask my first question. I've been on the hype with you since you were a freshman, especially about this year. Especially in Mullen's offense, you could be the next Genty. And you obviously, I saw your tweet. You said that that's what you want to be. You want you care about talking about that a little bit.
Take it out the Mountain West, trying to do something. You just inspired me some more.
I think you guys definitely are going to do something special this year, and you guys are going to be, I think there's so many comparisons that you can make to former Mullen backs that have, that play similar to you, that just watching them on film, you're just going to explode. And I think that, that and the heightened national exposure that UNLV is getting right now, it's a great thing.
It's going to be crazy.
So let's start a little bit. Let's talk about that LA Bowl. That was UNLV's first bowl win since 2000. You ran for a team high 72 yards and helped seal the program's first bowl victory in 24 years. What did that game mean to you?
Overall, the game, it was just like a sign of joy because, the program hasn't won a bowl game in a minute. And just being there, actually just like being there, it was just a blessing because many teams don't have that opportunity. So really, I was just truly just honored just to be out there, just to play.
And you missed the bowl game your freshman year against Kansas.
Yeah.
So that was like your real first chance to get to play in the bowl game. Yeah. That capped off a huge 2-year start for you. 1,400 plus yards, 19 touchdowns. Was there a specific game or moment where you realized this isn't just a flash, I'm really built for this level?
I wouldn't say really a game. I would say practice because that's really where we started off at. So I guess my freshman year, we have those little fall camp scrimmages, and I just took off from there. I had a great freshman breakout, and just from there, I'm like, okay, like it's football. It's the same thing. Like there's nothing changed. Just the front line, really.
You came out of Westlake with the nickname Jet, but you didn't just get handed carries. What kept you motivated early when you weren't getting all the reps at first?
Really, just when I wasn't really getting all the reps at first, just trying to stay down, like knowing I'm gonna get my opportunity soon. It was just control my controllable, really.
Has your personal prep evolved since your freshman year?
Yeah.
Is there a habit or mindset or routine that's helped you take it to another level?
I would say just really just knowing the game, really just looking at film, particularly. I usually watch like a lot of running backs, just any type of like a variety of running backs, and just mental prep, really just mental mental preparation, visualization, stuff like that. Still workout, do the workout drills, but mainly just visualization.
Who would you say your favorite running back to watch is right now?
Right now, I would say I won't say favorite. I have a lot. Like that's why I would say I wouldn't even say favorite. But I like Devon A-Chain. I've been like him since like he was in Texas. I like him. Josh Jacobs, Alvin Kamara. I like a lot of people to be honest.
Have you had a chance to connect with Genty since he's been in Vegas?
Actually, no, I haven't. We have football. I know he's probably busy. With the Raiders and stuff. I got my own doors, but it would be like a nice to chat it up with him.
Definitely, it'd be because you see sometimes that like Gino, he's worked out at Fertitta a couple times. Crosby held a sack summit there, so I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be able to come by and just work out sometime. Granted, people are busy, like you said. You were recruited by Odom and Brennan Marion. It had to make a decision when Mullen and Dennis came in. What made you stay?
Really, just the Vegas. That was really my first shot here. Despite Coach Odom and Coach Marion being the ones that offered me, it was just like a home away from home. Like just playing here, building a community here was really something that made me decided on staying. And also, I wanted to give the coach a chance. Like since people gave me a chance, why not just see what it is? And if I like it, I like it. If I didn't, and I just did it.
Vegas community is definitely backing you guys. You could definitely see it over the growth of the last 2 years. What do you think the stadium's gonna be like this year, especially
Uh,
coming off the last 2 years?
Coming up the last 2 years, I think the stadium, I think it'll be like fuller. I want to say fuller, like time is it's time. It's gonna take time, but I think we'll have a nice crowd. Even though it's an NFL stadium, so it might still seem like a little, but I think it's gonna be a great atmosphere up there.
Because what people don't, I think, in my opinion, people don't understand is like when they used to play at their old stadium, Sam Boyd, that stadium only held 36,000. You guys were getting more than that last year.
Right.
So that sold out that stadium. So it kind of puts it in perspective a little bit. Have you had a chance? Speaking this just popped in my head. Speaking of like former backs at UNLV, because you like to watch film, have
Yeah.
you had a chance to talk to any of them? You know, like Charles Williams
Yeah,
or any of them?
Charles usually last year he comes up to our practices. And I'll chop up with him sometimes, here and there when I see him. But he's a cool guy. He's a great guy.
He's from Texas too, isn't he?
I believe so. I can't remember, but he's one of those areas.
Because I know he's the all-time leading rusher at UNLV. Is that your goal to
Oh yeah,
eventually break
sure.
his record?
Yeah.
I think it's like, if I remember correctly, it's like 3,700 yards, 3,600 yards.
Yeah, it's something around there.
You're within reach. You have a big year this year and a monster year senior year. If
Right.
you stay, obviously, if you blow up this year and you have a chance to go to the NFL, you go. But
Mm-hmm.
like, if you have a chance to stay through your senior year too, that record's definitely in reach.
I believe so.
You had that moment. You had a moment during bowl prep when Mullen gave you tips on a wheel route you were running in practice. What was different about his approach, and did that have changed how you saw some things a little bit when it came to his offense?
Yeah, really, because he's an offensive minded coach and I play offense. So just him just giving me that little tweak, really just okay.
Did
I
he
like
make a specific pitch to you to try to keep you to stay, or was it more of the staying loyal and trying to win in Vegas?
I wouldn't say pitch. It was just his personality. He's a great, great coach. Very just when you can just feel his presence when you walk in the room sometimes. Just like that. Just the little stuff that just made me just want to stay. Really, I wouldn't say he said something really, but yeah.
You played in a more run heavy scheme under Coach Marion. Now it's more of a spread scheme. What excites you about being more involved in the pass game? You know, getting potential slot reps and backfield catches.
I'm really just showing my versatility. Just that would be great. Just trying to catch up the backfield, make a one good move, go score, house call, whatever.
How much has that changed your prep a little bit to expand your game?
Really, it really didn't change my prep. It really just kept me focused and just kept going because I know I have, but I still, just do the extra jug work, the little stuff.
Let's transition a little bit. Let's talk about the running back room now. You guys have a really talented group. A bunch of guys that came in from Power Five schools. You know, Jalen Glover, Cavante Lee. What's the vibe been in that running back room?
It's lovely. Like we all brothers. Like we all brothers. We all compete with each other. We all work. We all push. It's a family living in the back room, in the backfield. I mean,
Have they taught you anything or brought any advice to you that you
uh,
hadn't heard from some of the veteran guys before?
I want to say because sometimes we really don't talk about football. We just talk about us and stuff like that. But like when it is football, I'll say just seeing what they do. Just adding on to what they do to my bag, and same for them. Glove, he has great blocking technique. Using that. Vaughn, same as well. And it's just the little stuff.
I wrote a little piece about you guys, and I mentioned that you were the workhorse. You know, you're going to be your running back one. You're the workhorse. I called you the engine that runs the room. And then Jalen was the tempo changer.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kavon was the closer, the
Mm-hmm.
bully back. Is that kind of close?
I mean, you can say that because we're gonna all do it to you. It's like if I'm not in, you got another back can do nothing. I mean, do something. And he's not in, you got another back that can do something.
You guys play because you guys are built a little bit different. You guys do a bunch of different things. You guys come from all different kinds of backgrounds. You know, he could kind of plug it. At least from the film that I watched, he could kind of plug and play Jalen the way he can plug and play you. And then, the Kavon kind of more of like a bruiser back, but he's very athletic, and that's very underrated about his game. You got your eyes on the NFL now, and as a leader, we're looking forward going to your future. What have you been trying to instill in that running back room, especially with the two younger guys in there?
Or really just be yourself. Just be yourself and let God do what he do. You can't control what you control too, like focus, especially being a younger running back, pay attention like to the older guys, stuff like that. Just learn, stay down. Really.
You stayed when, like we kind of mentioned, you stayed when others could have left, and you became potentially the face of Mullen's offense. What have you sold new guys on when they were here on recruiting visits? What did you sell them on? What was the vision that you
Vegas,
sold them on?
Vegas just being, just Vegas, like the city itself, small world. I mean, I'll say small, if you make connections, it's more about football. Like just connect. If you connect, then you can have a life outside of football as well. And those people can
I
football.
always say Vegas is a big town but small town at the same time.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody when you network, especially those people around UNLV. I found out the other day, I had a conversation with Bill Paulos, the guy who runs UNILV.
Hmm.
I had a conversation with him the other day, and I found out that his son is very close friends with my cousin. And I was like, "What?" That was a very small world. I didn't really didn't expect that one. He was like, "Oh yeah, my son went to my cousin graduated from UNLV as well."
Hmm.
And he's like, "My son played basketball for UNLV when your cousin was going to Boyd, the law school." I was
Okay.
like, "Oh, very small world." I never would have guessed that one. Have you found yourself more vocal in the locker room, and in the recruiting world, selling what UNLV the vision is for UNLV and talking to portal guys, trying to get them to come here?
Yeah. I'd say I've just been a little bit more vocal too, but it's also letting guys see how they feel like out the program, like, just seeing from their own perspective, or also giving them, words of advice and stuff like that when needed.
Has the vision kind of changed a little bit from when Coach Odom got there to now where Mullen's trying to take it?
It's still the same.
What's something about UNLV and the city in general that surprised you once you got to Vegas?
Shoot, like we were talking about earlier, how big but small it is.
Marcel mentioned that his thing was people were nicer than he thought they would be.
Mm.
'Cause he came from Texas too. And obviously Texas, everybody's pretty nice to everybody.
Yeah.
Vegas can be a little bit different. He said that was the biggest thing that caught him off guard. Would you say that kind of caught you off guard too?
I'll say yeah, because being from Atlanta, like the South, I don't know really how to mingle with people out here now, but now I do. But people are just people. You have your grumpies, you have your nice. Really,
You're originally from, like you said, you're from Atlanta, Georgia. What's been the biggest adjustment from moving from the South to Vegas? Not just, football, but just living out here.
just getting used to like the West Coast culture. The little stuff. I realize a lot of people wear a lot of gold chains and stuff. The people, the foods, shoot, the heat. I say that's really it.
Do you remember your first time going to the Strip? What went through your mind when you saw that side of Vegas for the first time?
Well, my first time going to the trip was on my recruiting visit, I believe. And it was, really exciting, seeing all the bright lights, the Bellagio, the Love Fountain. It was nice, especially at night.
Like, say it's your day off, you got no film, no practice. What's the perfect reset look for you?
Shoot, a perfect reset, like, I like to listen to music. So I'd be at home sometimes, just playing music or on the game. I just started back on the game, actually. But the game, I like thrifting and stuff, looking at clothes, stuff like that.
That's my guilty pleasure too. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I love going. My wife hates it, but sometimes I'll go to Goodwill and all this or Savers or something like that. And I found there's a cool starter jacket for UNLV that I found. It was on a half day at Savers. And I
Mm.
bought it. I brought it home. My wife's like, "Why would you buy that?" I was like, Do you not see it? It's cool." Yeah, I paid like $5, and I
Yeah.
looked on like eBay and stuff. People selling for $100. I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
selling this. I'm keeping it. Are you more of a chill at home guy, or do you like to go out?
I like to chill at home. Okay.
You said you started to get back into gaming. Have you played with yourself yet on
Oh
NCAA
yeah,
26?
26 of course I play. Yeah,
What was that like? Was that kind
uh,
of surreal to see yourself in the video game?
yeah. Just seeing myself in the video game is like it's crazy. But EA needs to work on they need to watch film. They need to do something.
Yeah, I could agree with that. That kind of makes sense. What do you play? What plat or if you're not playing NCAA, what do you play?
Mortal Kombat or Call of Duty.
Which Call of Duty do you play? What's your
Uh,
favorite?
my favorite is BO3, but I'm playing BO6.
I've been really big for some reason. I don't know why. I've been really big into Modern Warfare 3 lately.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of it's kind of the older one, but
Yeah, the older
still.
one always gonna be the best. Oh, on what's really underrated, I say Call of Duty Ghost. Like the Ghost, I like that playing when I was growing up.
What's your go-to spot food wise when in Vegas?
It's a soul food place called L&M's, or I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but it's on the north side. Uh, I usually get like pork chops or oxtails. It's great.
Good.
Yeah, it's soul
These
food.
pork chops are cooked right.
Yeah, it's soul
They're,
food.
they're,
It's
they're
great.
delicious. What's the guilty pleasure in your Uber Eats history? Your DoorDash history? We've all got that one order that we probably shouldn't hit as often as we do. But what's your guilty pleasure?
I think I got a lot.
I'll give you an example if you need help.
Yeah.
Caden told me that he DoorDashes breadsticks from Little Caesars.
Oh, that's I can figure it. That's catered. Let me check it actually, because it's probably
He said he either does that or orders McDonald's when he's not supposed to, and Coach Dell yells at him all the time.
I say a lot of like Mexican food.
What's your
Or
favorite
like,
place?
I like either Roberto's or it's this place called Taco de Julio right next to the school.
Been there. Place is good.
Yeah, I like their little tacos. But I say I would like actually like a Wingstop. I usually get like big bat like a 30. Some large fries, the corn.
Nothing wrong with that. Wingstop always hits. I don't know if it's just me, but always either the late night Roberto's or late night Taco Bell.
Yeah, especially late night Roberto's.
I always used to when I was going to UNLV. I always used to go. I don't know why. I'd always end up at Roberto's. So I lived down there. I lived by. I don't know what it's called now. They changed the name of the apartment complex and they painted it, but it was off of University Center in Twain. And I used to go to that Taco Bell that's by Vaughn's right there. Oh,
It's like okay, I know what you're talking about.
it used to be Swenson right there,
Yeah,
and they changed the name of it.
I know.
Well, it's called Rebel Place, but I don't know what it's called now. And they painted it, and then I lived in the Degree for a year, and I would go to when they built that. There used to be a Roberto's attached to the 7-Eleven right by Chipotle.
For real?
Yeah, I used to go to that all the time. That was before COVID happened because I graduated from UNLV in 2021. 2020 and pretty much 2021 were all online. So all that stuff down there. Have you ever been to Barcode?
Yeah,
Barcode's probably my favorite burger place here.
Yeah, it's great. Actually, it's great. I like food. I like all the food really.
Would you say you're a foodie in a
Yeah,
sense?
I like to eat.
If someone grabbed the aux in your car right now, what would they or grabbed your phone and hit the aux, what would they hear first?
That here's a young boy.
Give me your top 3 in your rotation right now.
I've been listening to Gunna, uh, Young Boy Gunna. I say like Eloy Shimmy. Oh, I don't know how you try to pronounce his name, but that.
Would you say there's a specific song or specific playlist you listen to before you go on the field?
No, I listen to actually. I listen to a lot of music, so I really don't discriminate. It was on is on. I'm gonna jam to it.
What's something people would never guess about you off the field?
I like archery. Like when I was younger, I used to like build like a bow and arrow. I remember I did at my grandma's house. Like she had a nice plant, and I like broke it down, and I made a whole bow and arrow out of it.
What would you say? What would you say is a hidden talent?
I say I'm good with computers. I think that's hidden talent. I'm not really sure.
Hey, it's better than what most people can do
Right.
with computers. You've been you've been here long enough to become a veteran in the program. Who's someone who's had your back since day one since you got here? Whether it be a teammate, coach, who's someone who's kept it real with you?
Shoot, I would say a teammate. I have a few like close teammates that's still on. For my freshman year, I'd say my boy RJ and D-Lo.
What who would you say now?
Shoot, really still them two, but you know you have more people. But I'll just keep it at them two for now.
We'll finish with these. When people look back on the 2025 season, what do you hope they say about Jet Thomas?
Where was this kid at before? Or like, why haven't we heard of him before?
Becoming a household name.
Yeah.
And I'm asking everybody that I'm interviewing for my series set in 2025, UNLV will be what?
Mountain West champions and hopefully the national, champions.
Jet, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you making time.
Yeah.
We're all going to be watching this fall. That's it for us here. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.